Hello and welcome to the Foxboro Beatsides, everybody. First time in a long time. I'm your host, Kaleb Chesney. Alongside me, a group of bandits that have not yet collaborated all with one another. So this should be an interesting dynamic because we literally put it together not even 5 minutes ago. Just going around the table here. To my bottom, we got my boy BR back for the first time since the Patriots Broncos episode on Christmas that we won't talk about because both of our seasons ended horribly. BR, welcome back, big time wrestling fan. I'll let you reintroduce yourself for the people in a wrestling context. And
howdy, I'm Braden. They call me VR. I've been a wrestling fan for well over a decade now, and I am well known as the CM Punk propaganda minister.
We very much appreciate that.
Yeah, so unfortunately he's injured right now. Anyways,
I'll cut out a little point to talk about CM Punk as he's been in the news a little bit recently. Not sure what for. But we'll go over that for sure. Elsio, you're back again. This isn't your first rodeo as a wrestling fan. You're on the show. You're back. Got any opening delivery for us here? Get us warmed up.
Yeah, I mean, all you need to know about me wrestling wise is, I'm Seth Rollins' most devoted fan, whatever incarnation, rather that be a disciple of the Monday Night Messiah or just to stand for Seth freaking Rollins.
I unfortunately think you might be coping a little bit come Sunday night, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Christian, you are back again for the first time since the emergency stream when Punk came back after
Survivor Series.
After Survivor Series, that was a fun time.
Oh yeah, Nana did not like that one too much.
No, not at all.
She hated it.
Absolutely hated it. She don't like wrestling and she don't like Christian being a degenerate. But Christian's here. He has some valid opinions. He's caught up. He's watched. He knows what's going on. You're not wearing your LA Knight t-shirt, which is a shame.
I'm not. I know. I couldn't find it. I was looking for it.
You lost it?
It's probably dirty downstairs.
You know how much I had to go through to find that t-shirt? Anyways.
WWE.com.
Yeah. And I had to pay full price for it. There wasn't any discount.
It's just in the wash right now. I'll have it come Saturday. Don't worry about it.
And then as for me, my nickname in the Wrestle Chat is C Nation's Strongest Soldier. I wear that like a badge of honor. Pray to God we get to see him on Sunday. But
that's why I'm not winning a singles match in years.
Yeah, no kidding. But I have to pay my dues for him burying every single person that was in his way back when I was a kid. But all right, so here's the deal. Here's what we're gonna do tonight. It is the week before WrestleMania. We are off the heels of the Go Home Raw show, which was certainly action-packed. We'll talk about the stuff that's going on. We're going to talk about the lead up into some of these matches, and we're going to go down the card. We're going to talk about the matches that are at hand, and we'll go from there. This is dedicated to the boys of Wrestle Chat, who I hope all watch. So let's just start. Let's just get right into it.
Screw you, Tristan.
I don't know if this is the first match of the night by any means, but it's looks like the first. I'm reading up on this Bleacher Report article, so we'll just go from there. The first match: Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. We get Rey versus Dom once again at WrestleMania. We think that Rey's going to pull out the belt on this one like he did last year.
Yes,
I hope so. That was
fingers crossed.
BR, I'll kick it to you. What have you thought about this kind of? I feel like this feud has kind of come in at the last minute. What do you think about this? What do you think about Rey picking Dragon Lee instead of Carlito, which seemed like the popular choice on Friday night? And what do you kind of expect?
Well, I'm going to be honest. I think Carlito did not look too pleased when Rey chose Dragon Lee. So I think that decision might come back to bite Rey in the ass a bit. I mean, the feud the buildup has certainly been one of the buildups of all time. of all the it's been one of them. So I mean, Dom is cool, Ray is cool, Dragon Lee is cool, Santos isn't is fine. I mean, it should be fun. I mean, nothing really special to write home in terms of the build up, but I mean, it should be entertaining and such.
Should be a good open for the show.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Also,
I'm very.
no, go ahead, Br. I'll let you finish.
Oh, I'm very excited that they found a way to get Dragon Lee on the card. He's very much paid his dues this past year, so I'm glad he gets that match, even if it might not result in a W.
Elsio, what do you think?
Yeah, so I'm glad that BR brought up that point about Dragon Lee because I think that's the only reason this is a tag match. This could have just been a singles match between Ray and Santos. He could have found something else for Dom to do. He's going to be with the Judgment Day anyways. But I feel they did good enough tying the stories together, having Dom kind of buddy up with Santos and I'm sure we'll get that moment Ray finally hits a 619 on Santos Escobar as he's been unable to do so far, I think, in this build up. It'll be fun, a lot of lucha style action.
Christian, what do you think?
Honestly, I haven't really been paying too much attention to the whole, like this whole area. But I think it'll be an entertaining match. I think Dragon Lee is a really good wrestler. Like I really like him in the ring, and I'm glad he's finally in the LWO. But I don't really have too much of an opinion on who I'd like to see win the match. But I think it'll be an entertaining match, as Elsio says, whole like lucha style match. That'll be entertaining to see.
I think I was talking to Trent the other day, as Raw was going down. I think it was last night, and Dominic Mysterio kind of seems like the odd man out as far as these wrestling styles go. I don't think Dom's a very great lucha style wrestler.
No.
His build's a little weird. He tries to do these moves, and he kind of looks like a giraffe out there trying to hit the 619. He's a talented wrestler. I'll give him that. He's a talented worker. He's gotten so much better over the years. But I think this is a good setup for, as we talked about pre-show. It looks like the Judgment Day is getting a little irritated with Dominic Mysterio now. This tag match seems like the perfect transition to get Dom doing something different. If they plan to have Damian Priest and Finn Balor lose the belts at WrestleMania, which we'll get to a little bit. It looks like an interesting turning point. But any prediction on winners? I'll go right around the table again. BR, I'll start again with you.
I think Dom and Santos get the win. I think Dom will pin Ray this year, the reverse of what happened last year. So yeah, I think Dom will get the win over his dad via Carlitos being salty and screwing over Ray. Not necessarily to join Dom and Santos's faction, but just because he was bitter that Ray didn't choose him. Yeah.
Elsio, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. When I look at the card overall, not to spoil too much, I see a lot of baby faces winning. I think the Hills get the win in this. It'll be solid heat. It'll help build some chemistry between Dom and Santos if that's the route they want to take him on. They could definitely use Carlito because I don't think the Hills win this cleanly.
Christian?
I'm gonna have to go with them and say that I think Dom and Santos are gonna win, but I don't think that Carlito is gonna turn. That's like the only real differential I have with these guys. So,
I mean, Carlito on Friday night. Some people read into that. They see his face and they're like, well, he doesn't look too happy about that. And the fans were all cheering for Carlito to be the guy that he picked, which I thought was going to be the case. I really thought that it was going to be Ray and Carlito, and then Dragon Lee's music hits. I'm like, okay, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll take the heels on this one. Like Elsio said, we ran through this exercise on Monday right after Raw, and we're like, there's going to be a lot of baby faces winning, I think. this year. So you got to pick up the cheap heel wins where you can get them if you want to play that kind of game. So I'll take Santos and Dominic here. Up next, we have Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill versus Damage Control, which now consists of Dakota Kai, Asuka, or Asuka, excuse me. Yes, I don't want to be Bill Goldberg here, and Kairi Sane. This is another kind of thing where I think that there's no way Jade Cargill loses her first like big time match at WrestleMania. I feel like the Judgment Day is kind of on, not the Judgment Day, crap. The Damage Control is kind of on their last heels here as a group, especially when we go to the other match here. I think we all agree how that's going to go, or how it should go at the very least. Christian, I'll start with you this go around. What do you think about this women's six woman, tag team match here? Kind of another quick build up for sure.
That's a good question. I don't really have much of an opinion on that one either, to be honest with you.
Why are you here?
Never really paid attention. Okay, you started off with the two topics I haven't paid attention to.
You're making me look like an expert.
Yeah, you are more of an expert than I am, I guess. I don't know. I just don't really see. It was a quick build up, as you said, and it kind of like came up out of nowhere. I feel like it's only been going on for like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I mean, yeah, Bianca's got a history with Damage Control, but like you got Bianca out of the three, this is the only one with any actual history with Damage Control.
Well, Naomi got beat up.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. She's been back since Royal Rumble. It hasn't really done much at all.
Why was she out in the first place? Does anybody remember? That might have been out of my wheelhouse. What was the story, quote unquote?
Her and Sasha Banks / Mercedes Moné walked out of a Raw because I think Vince changed some plans. I think it was going like ended up going from a tag match to where they'd be facing each other, and they both walked out of the company and just didn't come back. Well, Naomi did at the Rumble, but for years they just walked out.
Okay. So now we're all caught up. All right, Christian, we'll blow right by you. We'll save you for next time. It was a mistake start with you. Elsio, let's go right to you. What do you make of this 6-woman tag match here?
I get, why this was the decision they made, because at the Rumble, it really felt like they were hinting toward a Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair match. They're fairly similar in ring, both are pretty strong, quick. It would be fun, but Jade might still have a little greenness behind her ears, because, she signed a while before she debuted at the Rumble and had to train in ring extensively, and while she's improved, you don't want her first Mania moment to be a dud or to be a botch, and you got Naomi and Bianca to help out, a lot of veterans in this match to really keep her safe, keep her strong, and I'm assuming the team with Jade Cargill is going to win, of course, because they wouldn't have her lose either.
BR, you got any differing opinions?
No, not really. I mean, also, I believe also Bianca is undefeated at WrestleMania, to my knowledge.
I did not consider that.
So I doubt that they would give her and Jade their loss. And I mean, it's smart, as cool as a match between Bianca and Jade would be, I think it's probably the smart way to go. Give her that moment, but Bianca and Naomi can work the majority of the match, and she can be hit for the hot tag and get her, show off her strength and what she does best while hiding some of the rawness in her in-ring work. And, and like Elsio said, she's in there with all 5 others have been going out. Yeah, going at it for a while.
For sure.
In wrestling for a while. So no, I think it makes sense. But yeah, I do not see a world where Damage Control wins this match.
No, right. And like I said, with the match we'll get to on night 2, I believe, that's going to explain a little bit why I think this is all kind of coming to a close for damage control here. At least it's getting pretty close. Up next, we have the 6-pack ladder match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. Obviously, you have the championships Judgment Day, bisexual Undertaker, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor versus the Awesome Truth, the Miz and R-Truth versus my favorite tag team in the business right now, DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. You got New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the New Czech Republic, but Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, and A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. BR, I'll go back to start with you here. What do you think of this 6-man tag ladder match here?
One thing interesting that on Raw last night, Michael Cole said is basically he said that the belts are going to be for each other separately. So basically, if one grabs, like, say, the Raw belts, the match will continue for the other set of belts. So they're splitting the belts here. It made it sound like they're splitting the belts. So yeah, I kind of wish they didn't do that, and I wish they did it naturally, where they just had Truth just grab one and then not realize he needed both of them, and then use that as the excuse. I felt. But still, yeah, it should be a fun match. You have talented people in Austin Theory as well in that match.
What the fuck?
So yeah, it should be fun. Ladder matches are never usually bad, so I'm not gonna. It should be a good, entertaining match.
Let me clear this up. You said talented people and Austin Theory.
Yeah, he's in the match too.
He's just there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have all these studs, and then you have Austin Theory.
Yeah. He will be there to take some bumps, and yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame we have to deal with Austin Theory. What a fall from grace. He gets the Cena rub, and he doesn't do anything with it because people just don't care about him.
Yeah.
He beats Cena in a bullshit way.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure, wasn't it a clean finish?
No, I think Austin Theory hit him with a low blow or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was not a clean match.
I do not remember that.
I don't remember it vividly.
It was kind of a bathroom break match.
But I'm pretty sure Austin Theory did some not so clean stuff.
Not the first time he's done that, allegedly.
Who do you think's gonna come out of here with the titles, BR?
From Raw, Awesome Truth. I think that it makes sense. The crowd is very much into R-Truth and such, and so I think they'll get the Raw belts. And I think as for the SmackDown, I'm gonna go with the New Couch Republic. Those are two of Triple H's boys, so I think they'll get the SmackDown tag belts, and I think they'll get to work with it. And yeah, and I'm not sure Awesome Truth holds the belts for a long time. I think it's just mainly to give R-Truth his moment at Mania, which he has worked very long and very hard for.
Elsio, what do you make of this?
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. You got these tag teams, it's a ladder match, and those are constant action, like even if you got 5 dudes kind of knocked out somewhere at 7 more, doing everything. And I agree with BR announcing that the titles are separate. It's a little strong-handed. So I'm almost certain they're splitting the belts, which we fought anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, the Judgment Day needs to lose. Like, they shouldn't come out with the Raw or SmackDown belts. They need to lose them. I'll agree with the Awesome Truth shout for the Raw ones, because, R-Truth, he's one of the more over wrestlers this year, even if he's not been in the main event really. And
yeah,
SmackDown, I'll make Kaleb happy and pick DIY. I think
DIY for SmackDown. I'm here for that.
I think that would be cool.
Christian, can you participate on this one?
Yes, I'm actually really interested about this match.
Great.
I'm really excited for it, actually.
Great. Let's get to it.
So, when BR was mentioning the whole, R-Truth grabbing a title, only one of the titles, that's what I was gonna bring up as well. Because I don't know, I saw this theory or saw this post about it, and I was like, holy shit, that actually makes so much sense that he would do something like that. I'm hoping that, Regeneration X, I hope that they win.
Regeneration X.
Yes, I really need to see a Regeneration X.
You're also a
Get both
DIY
of
guy?
them. DIY and Awesome Truth, both of them winning. Either or, it doesn't really matter to me whether, R-Truth and Miz win Raw or SmackDown, whatever. But I do think with LCO that, Awesome Truth will get the Raw, then DIY will get SmackDown. I'm there as well on that.
What is DIY a Raw tag team?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's you can just move them. You can
Okay.
just say, well, they won the SmackDown belt, so they're on SmackDown now.
Yeah, they're not
Like, it's-
super huge right now. I mean
No,
they are,
the-
but like not big enough to keep them on Raw. And like if they get the SmackDown belts and they go to SmackDown, no one's really gonna complain, I don't think.
I'm kind of shocked that nobody said Judgment Day retains. I think that's interesting.
Tired of Judgment Day.
Yeah, it would be kind of dumb for them to do.
We're not
that.
rocking with the Undertaker at all, or
No. Oh no.
we're not rocking with him. All right.
Yeah.
Possibly the worst Money in the Bank holder of all time, but that's a different story.
Yeah, like, what is he doing with that? Like,
he gets his makeup done while Seth Rollins gets his ass beat, and
yeah, he gets his ass literally whipped by The Rock, and he's just sitting there like, you just sitting there like, huh?
Interesting.
I wonder what's that noise.
bro needs his lashes, bro.
It's
nice extended eyelashes.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna tout my love for DIY. They're gonna win one of them. Probably a SmackDown one. I think you guys have talked me into the Awesome Truth winning the Raw belts, but I'd also love to see. God, you know what? If I'm not going to pick the Awesome Truth, I'm going to be a little different. I'll say DIY wins the Raw belts, and then the new Czech Republic wins the SmackDown belts. If I'm going to be a little different, yeah, I don't know if I'm as convinced that Judgment Day won't retain at least one of them. But I am interested to see if they do lose both. I would be very interested in seeing a Damian Priest versus Finn Balor rivalry. I think they had that potential in the summer into the fall last year, and they didn't capitalize on it when Finn was getting out there and he was kind of messing with Damian's attempts to cash in. I would have been very interested in that. So I think it could be coming.
Yeah, they bottled it when they didn't have Finn win the World Heavyweight Championship. So you have that whole dynamic of, is he going to cash in on me and trying to goodness,
bless you,
is he trying to catch in? Thanks, trying to cash in on me and such, and trying to work as a team while also
watching your back the whole time.
Yeah, I think that would have been much better than just Damian Priest being an idiot. And
Damian Priest is something else, man.
Yeah.
Up next.
Wait. I got one more thing.
Go ahead.
I got like a kind of a little bit of a crazy theory that is most likely not going to happen. I don't really see it happening.
Hey, we're all here for crazy theories.
But so I could see Austin Theory. I know BR. I'm sorry for this.
Listen, we all hate Austin Theory
some
here.
Sneaky shit.
Like what?
I don't know. Fucking going up like everybody. I don't know. I can see. I don't know what exactly, but I feel like he could do something like a little bit sneaky. Get that SmackDown belt. Bring the SmackDown belts back to SmackDown. He could do some stupid shit like that.
Nah.
I mean, he does shit kind of dirty. He does some dirty stuff. He could do something dirty. Get those belts. Bring it back to SmackDown. Lose it. SmackDown after WrestleMania.
He does have experience climbing ladders and retrieving objects, as we know, previous Money in the Bank winners.
Can you believe that we're in a position right now where Austin Theory is a better Money in the Bank guy than Damian Priest?
Kinky Undertaker don't got shit on Theory. Okay, I'm just gonna say it.
Up next, we have Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Have they put any stipulation on this one?
No.
They should have.
Yeah, I mean, you still got SmackDown on Friday, so we can only hope and pray that they added something there, because if
It should be
it,
It should be a City of Brotherly Love street fight, as
well,
as VR pitched to me already.
Yeah, they already do have a street fight match. So like, just make it, I don't know, make it Bloodline rules or something. Just it's gonna be, if it's just two wrestlers with the same mindset, same moveset, just trying to have a clean match, it's gonna be just boring.
Yeah, that needs some extra juice for sure.
I think you bring back some tribal combat.
Some tribal combat.
Well,
make it First Blood.
That could be
Lean
interesting.
into the blood relations.
Oh,
that could be
actually,
interesting.
that's really good.
Oh, they have been bringing, they did bring Blading back last week on Raw, because at the end of it,
Yeah, Cody.
yeah, he was so happy to Blade. I guarantee you, he was the happiest man in the world.
Elsio, what do you make of this Jimmy Uso, Jay Uso rivalry? What do you think is going to happen?
It's been a fun, rivalry. Jimmy screwed Jay at SummerSlam. Since then, Jimmy, it was weird. He was kind of, is he in the bloodline? Is he not in the bloodline? Jay was doing his own thing, getting super over. In my head, I tried my best to make sense, like to make Jimmy winning make any sense in any scenario, any way they could make it make sense. They can't, there's no world Jimmy Uso should win this match. Will he? Probably not. I hope it's not a straight up singles match, because it'll, just be a mirror matchup pretty much.
BR, go to you. What do you think of this sibling rivalry?
I mean, it's been kind of strange, because it's like, okay, so Jimmy cost Jay the title at SummerSlam because he didn't want Jay to turn into Roman, and then he cost him for the Intercontinental title. Like, does he also think that he's turning into Roman with the Intercontinental title? So yeah, this match, it doesn't feel like it's a match for the fans. It's more of a match of, hey, you guys have put work in for years. You've been a great tag team. You were part of one of the best, a storyline that rejuvenated the company. You guys have wanted, this feels more like a match for them than a match for the fans, which is fine.
I think we all agree, though, this needs a little more something to make it really good.
Yeah, no, I honestly, I really like the First Blood idea.
Christian, what do you think?
So, not sure if you guys probably do know about it, but Jimmy and Jay, they've always wanted a match at WrestleMania, for the longest time. I'm glad it's finally happening. I think personally, like entertainment wise, I think Jay is so much better in the ring than Jimmy. I mean, Jimmy's literally there for fucking laughs. Like, I don't like Jimmy in the ring except for when he's being funny, like, hey, time out, shit like that.
Yeah.
I think there's no way that Jay can lose this match.
No, I agree.
Jay is just the better wrestler. Better entertainment wise, like promo wise, better style, or skills in the ring. I do think it is kind of like, I do agree with the topic that they were in like one of the biggest storylines in WWE, tag team for a long time. And Jay has just been doing his thing, doing good in the ring, getting title shots. Held the tag team titles with Cody Rhodes. I mean, Jay's got more title holds than Jimmy now. Okay. I don't see Jimmy winning.
I think this WrestleMania is, as we kind of move forward, this does kind of feel like a chance for WWE to kind of have a big reset button, and we're gonna go clean slate here coming out of Mania on a lot of. There's a lot of loose ends getting tied up here, I think.
Yeah.
As
H
we're
doing a
reading
good
it
job.
so far. I'm with you, Christian. There's no way in hell Jay loses this match, and as I've stressed about 100 times on this topic, they need to give this match a little something.
Yeah, 100%.
Or it's gonna, or like BR said, it's gonna be relatively boring. We
Yeah.
feel great about these two guys putting on a good match. A great one with a stipulation would give this pay-per-view exactly what it needs on night one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next match, the Intercontinental Championship match. Ooh, this is gonna be good. Gunther up against Sami Zayn, who's been working hard with baby Kurt Angle, Chad Gable, to get his mind right. Christian, will kick it off to you. Gunther, Sami Zayn. Do you believe Chad Gable when he says he doesn't think Sami can win? Do you agree?
I do a little bit, honestly, but like this is a little off topic, but on topic. That promo, that whole video thing, I just want to mention that was like a whole Darman video. That was kind of like like what the fuck, you know?
Elsio got that reference. I sure as shit didn't.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
Can you guys explain that reference to us real quick?
So Darman, he's like a YouTuber. He does like these skit things where like, so like,
Elsio, you want to help him out?
They're
Yeah,
like
Elsio, please
supposed
help
to
me out.
teach life lessons,
Yeah,
like
that.
you know, like, and they'll have the
What's this
cringiest
called?
titles. Some of the words are in all caps, like she made fun of her because she was poor. She came to
Thank
regret
you.
it
Yeah.
years later.
Yeah, it was literally a screaming Darman video right there. Like I swear to God, I thought he was producing that. But to get
match
to
at
the
hand.
actual match, I think Sammy does have really good potential to win this match, but I honestly do not think that he will. Because of the fact that, you know, this little rivalry they got, once again, didn't really have, it had maybe a month's buildup. Sure, Sammy has a lot of motive to actually win this match with the whole, you know, not wanting to see his family cry or, you know, oh, I need to have a really good WrestleMania match. Gunther doesn't need it. Gunther's confident. Gunther's so much stronger than him. He's a fucking ring general. I don't see. I'm hoping Sammy wins just because, you know, I'm a diehard Sammy fan. I love Sammy. He's like number one. He's like one of the top 3 wrestlers in my book. I love Sammy.
Like all time?
All time. I love Sammy.
I know Randy's your number 1. Who's number 2?
Who's number 2? That's a good question, actually.
Think on that.
Oh,
I think
you're talking favorites.
Yeah.
Favorites. I'm talking favorites, not like who
okay.
actually is
Okay.
all-time best in the ring.
Okay.
So I got
okay,
Randy.
Carry on.
I got Randy, Sammy, and then the third's really hard to say.
Think on that.
But I think right now, like just at the current moment, but I'll get back to you with a if I change my opinion. I love Mommy.
Rhea Ripley, number 3. All right, we love to see
Mommy.
it. BR, Gunther. I know you're
Yes.
a big Gunther guy. Big
top.
Gunther guy.
Yes.
What do you make of this match?
This match is gonna be this is gonna be heat. This could be the match of the weekend. They're gonna be. It's gonna be great, and I see a world where Sammy wins, but ultimately I think Chad Gable is gonna is Chad Gable. He says that Sammy can't win because he's gonna cost Sammy the match.
I didn't even think of that. That's a good
Why would
one,
he cost
actually.
Sammy the match when Sammy, I think, is the easier target?
Because jealousy.
Because he's jealous that Sammy took his spot at Mania.
I guess
and
that's
his
fair.
Spot at Redemption against. Well, and you can maybe set up a triple threat for after Mania at some point.
Yeah,
For that.
that adds up.
Yeah, so I think Gunther retains via Gable just costing Sammy the match.
But you also got to think Gable also has a lot of issues with Gunther too.
Yeah, and he has a lot, and which would make it even more sense for him to cost Sammy because he wants to be the one that takes the belt off Gunther.
Setting up a triple threat next month.
Yes,
Love it.
Yes,
Clash of the Castle.
Elsio.
that's more than next month.
So this match
I don't
is
know when
gonna
these things
be
go. I'm sorry.
this match is gonna feed families, right? It'll be the best in-ring match by far at WrestleMania. Not even close. Not even a minute of a doubt as far as in-ring stuff goes, because the main event of night two is gonna have the most grandeur. It'll be the best match, but not technically. I went back and forth on this because I thought they'll have Sammy win, have the happy ending at Mania. But WWE doesn't always want to go for that happy ending. I don't think it'll be a squash, obviously, but
Oh no.
I do think they'll have Gunther win. I think he'll be have the upper hand a fair amount of the match, and maybe Sammy starts to come back, and either Gunther crushes that himself, or the Gable idea is interesting. Maybe when Sammy's getting out of steam, Gable comes out and stops it, and it'll be a fun match. I think Gunther retains, though.
And Christian, I already asked you for your opinion, right?
Yeah.
My
Hoping
brain,
for Sammy, I think Gunther.
my brain's all over the place right now. And I have this absolute masterclass of a basketball game going on in the background. Spurs Nuggets 74-78 Nuggets.
Nice.
We got Spurs and a Nuggets fan in the chat.
Yeah, Mike. I'm the Nuggets fan. I don't have it on.
It's just background noise. Yeah. So I think we've established that this pay-per-view is going to be a lot of baby faces winning. With that in mind, you still got to have some heels get the W. This is one of the ones that makes sense. Gunther, I don't know. Sammy just doesn't feel like the guy to me to beat Gunther. The vibe isn't there for me. Just kind of my gut feeling looking at it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm pretty okay at judging what WWE is gonna do. I've only been fooled once or twice, really. This gut feeling I have is just Sammy's buildup just wasn't quite strong enough for me. Here, like it's gonna be a great match. We all know their capabilities in the ring, but as far as when it comes to actually picturing Sami Zayn being the guy to knock off Gunther, doesn't sit well with me. Just from looking at Gunther's reign, just how much he dominated people. I don't know, just kind of see like the direction they're going, and I totally respect it. But this is going to be a great match.
Yeah. I Chad Gable needs to be the guy to knock off.
I agree.
Chad Gable or Ilya Dragunov if you want to hold it on that long. To where after if Gunther is still the IC champion when Dragunov loses the NXT title to Trick Williams.
Up next, Christian, keep it in your pants. We have the Women's World Championship match, Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. Because of that, I'm going to go right to Elsio first. You got the wife of Seth Rollins here, Becky Lynch, going up against Rhea Ripley, who's had that title for quite a while now. Personally, I do not see Becky Lynch being the one to knock off Rhea Ripley here. Do you?
I mean, Rhea Ripley, she has a final boss order about her, right? Especially amongst the women. I think it is actually feasible for Becky Lynch to do it, but should it happen? No. And will it happen? Probably not. I think they'll have a good match. It'll get contentious. And honestly, I don't know if there is a woman out there I can think of right off that should beat Rhea anytime soon without some
major
serious
build-up. Yeah.
Liv Morgan.
And I just think Rhea wins because this isn't the time.
But what is coming is Tiffy time. Just wait for it. BR.
That's so real.
I am a Tiffany Stratton stan over here. BR, what do you make of this match?
Yeah, it should be very good. I mean, it's when it comes in terms of like women, this has a big fight feel to it. This has probably been one of the better builds ups. Or maybe not necessarily better, but like the one that they really, really put an effort into building this up, and it should be fun. But yeah, Becky doesn't need this win. She's yeah. I think it makes sense that, in my opinion, I don't know if it necessarily would main event, but like if you have Bianca where you build up her undefeated streak at Mania versus Rhea for the title next year at Mania, that could be a main event match right there. So I think it just, while it should be fun and it should be good, and yes, this isn't I don't see a world where Becky Lynch wins, because I do. It just doesn't feel like that's the right decision.
The gut feeling is not there.
No, it doesn't feel like it's the time to have Rhea drop the belt. And it just, yeah, I think Becky, this is kind of not necessarily a final boss, but one of the big time women in the history of WWE. She's going slowly after the 4 horsewomen. So maybe you turn that. Well, actually, you can't get the 4th one right now unless you have a Forbidden Door type event. But I that's just me waffling. I think Rhea retains this match. In this match, pardon me.
Right there with you, Christian. All right, we've held you back. We made sure you couldn't go too crazy here. Said most of the things that are to be said. You got anything?
So here's the thing. I bet you guys have a guess on who I want to win. Right? Rhea Ripley. Y'all think that?
Yep.
Not necessarily true. I don't know who I want to win in this match.
Why?
Because Becky Lynch is really good in the ring. She's really entertaining. I mean, sure, she's had this beef with Nia Jax that won't end, and I'm kind of bored of it.
Don't ask Wrestle Chat for their opinions on Nia Jax unless you want to get smoked by like me and Elsio did.
Yeah, I don't know who I want to win. I think Rhea's gonna win because, as you know, BR and Elsio were saying, this isn't the right time for Becky to win the title. But honestly, personally, I wouldn't be too upset because I love Becky as an entertainer. I love Mommy you guys know why I love Mommy. Won't get into that right now. Save Nana's ears. It's really hard.
Nana, if you're watching, it's because she has a fat ass.
Wow.
Okay, BR. Thanks, BR.
That's why he likes her, lads.
I am so not sending Nana this video. If she finds it
not
naturally,
sending
there's nothing I can do. But
I thought I did not realize she actually watches it. I thought that was a joke.
She's our number one fan, BR. She is our number one fan.
I am so sorry. I
You know how disappointed she was in me the last time I was on this podcast?
Wow.
And she had nothing but nice things to say about you when you came on. That's a shame. That's a shame.
Jesus Christ.
I want to personally do not attach any. Actually, you can't really not attach. I apologize sincerely. This was just a joke. This is not me being accurate. This is just, I was just joking and going along with the joke that going on with I thought was a joke. So I was not being serious, and I sincerely apologize.
Oh, we love you, BR. We do. Never change.
To finish up what I was saying.
Yeah, wrap it up.
I think it would be pretty cool to see, as in Becky Lynch's words, I would like to see Becky Lynch show Rhea what it's like to be a bottom.
Jesus Christ.
In Becky Lynch's words, she said that at the press conference.
That didn't come with the image that it should have came with for me.
Well, Nana's not going to get it. She's too holy. It's fine.
Another thing
Sorry,
another thing that people don't talk about is Becky's contract is up in like 2 months, and to my knowledge, she doesn't have an extension yet.
Oh,
I think we all assume that she's gonna get it, but
I think she's gonna get
it.
Yeah.
100%.
She's gonna get it. Yes, I just think it's quite possible I think she's gonna take some time off from May just to be a parent and maybe get
her and Seth are gonna take some time off. I think.
Yeah, which is exactly.
Seth needs to take some time off because he's more crippled than me.
That's a topic for later in the podcast.
Well, no, it's coming up right now. We have.
Is it actually?
We have the tag team match. We do.
Oh,
The
I was more
Rock.
talking about the Drew McIntyre Seth Rollins match.
No, we'll save it. We have The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. This has obviously been a whirlwind. This has been a whirlwind of a storyline. This wasn't supposed to happen. This was not Plan A. Do not believe what any of them tell you. This was not Plan A.
No.
But
No way.
for a Plan B, this has worked out exponentially well.
Oh my god.
They've done everything they could to make this work, and it has. We are all excited for this match. We're all excited to see what's to come. The final boss, the Tribal Chief, the American Nightmare, and Seth freaking Rollins. Elsio, this is your boy. I'll kick it right to you. I think I've kicked it to you to start more often than not, but I'm going to give you your flowers. This is your moment. You are the Seth Rollins fan here. What do you think should happen here?
I have to give myself some bad news because there are two things that absolutely have to happen. The Rock and Roman Reigns have to win this match to allow bloodline rules. And Cody Rhodes cannot eat a pin or a submission. Cody Rhodes has to stay strong. So, you're gonna
So
have
Seth's
to
going to be made
match.
out to be the lame duck here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to match, right? And it's the bloodline. The bloodline, are they banned during this match?
No, not that's my knowledge.
If you
No.
want to keep Seth strong,
Well,
you
technically,
can.
I mean, technically they are because there's no stipulation and it's normal rules. But like, there's nothing that's been. It's not like where it's explicitly said that they're banned. But like in theory, yes, they could get the bloodline disqualified if Solo does it. But that would require a referee to do their job. Which unless it's Kevin Owens versus Logan Paul, that does not happen.
So excited for that match.
I mean, if you want
We
to
will be
keep
there.
Seth strong, because we've established Cody can't take the fall, you could have the bloodline interfere. You don't have to. I don't care who gets the pin. It can be Rock or Roman, as long as Seth's not eating it. I mean, Seth's eating it. And Cody's not.
That's
Yeah,
obvious.
I
That's
think
obviously that's very selfless of you, Elsio.
I think that's the
I
way it's
appreciate
gonna go. It's the way it has to go. It should go. If it doesn't go that way, Triple H should be fired.
Okay, Christian.
I think the final boss and Tribal Chief are going to take the win on this one. Should be straight. But the reason I think that is because honestly, I don't think I have so much confidence in Cody winning later at the main event night 2. But they're not gonna have have them lose.
They're not going to hand
2
it
nights
to
in
him,
a row.
right?
Yeah, they're not gonna hand it to him. No way. That's why Cody has this whole little faction with Jay and Seth right now. They're not just gonna let that go to waste.
Well, we also have some other theories on who could be in that faction. We'll get to that a little bit later. BR, what do you think?
Oh, okay.
Well, I do agree that The Rock and Roman have to win this match. Although I'm not so certain that Seth eats the pin. I think I'm not saying it's likely. I'm not predicting it, but I do see a world where Cody eats the pin. I think because Cody is a big fan of old style booking where it makes the big baby face look helpless. And what makes him look more helpless than eating the pin to allow bloodline rules?
I like that theory. I like that.
So I'm not certain. It's 50-50 to me on who eats the pin. It's the Rock. It would be ungodly stupid to not have The Rock and Roman win this match. And frankly, I think The Rock should get the pin to set up the storyline of I gave you this advantage, Roman. Now, and set up for a potential turn on Roman later from The Rock because potentially if The Rock gets the pin on whoever and Roman loses, he can be like, I gave you this advantage. I gave you everything you needed to retain and you still couldn't get the job done. Acknowledge me, Roman.
Christian, you seem upset that I cut you off. Did you have anything new to say? Because I just figured that you were just going to parrot whatever Elsio said.
No, honestly, what I was gonna say has been said by both BR and Elsio.
Good. So I made
I
the
was
right
hoping
decision.
for more than a half a second. Then talking. I was gonna open that.
I gave you 2 minutes. You just blabbered. Okay.
No, I did not. I literally said one line.
We're on a schedule. Damn it. We're on a schedule.
Okay.
Let's
move on.
If my thoughts, I'm with Elsio 100%. I think that it would be wise for Seth to take that pin because Seth's going to lose night 2.
Yes.
Let's get
No,
to that.
if I was booking, I would have Seth eat the pin. I'm just saying I think it's possible Cody is the one who eats the pin. If it was me, yeah, no. Elsio would not be a fan of how I booked Seth Rollins at this WrestleMania. That's all I'm gonna say.
I do agree heavily with BR about the whole Cody eating the pin thing. I just want to mention that. I do think it'd be really good for Cody to eat the pin because like he looks fucking helpless, and all of a sudden he goes to the Bloodline Rules match, kicks ass, does really good, makes himself look really amazing as the new Universal Champion. So much confidence in Cody.
Let's hit the night 2, shall we?
Let's go.
Obviously, my opinions about that match have all been said. Another shoot-in feud that I really don't. I don't care about this feud really at all. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament. I'm whatever on this match. I'm a big Street Profits guy. I'm a big Bobby Lashley guy. I hope they win. I hope that this good match goes. I hope it's a good match. But they rushed it, and I don't really care.
Yeah,
they did make it a street fight, so it at least isn't going to be.
Oh, so we gave that match a street fight, but we're not going to give it to Jay and Jimmy.
Yeah, well, that match.
Yeah, that's well, you could. They gave it they called it a Philly street fight, so you could, in theory, have both a Philly street fight and a City of Brotherly Love street fight.
BR, I'll just kick it right to you. What do you think's going to happen with this, and how you feel about it?
This is certainly one of the matches of all time.
Okay, good. You're with me.
Yeah, I love Bobby Lashley. You know, just total random, not related to this at all. I still can't believe that they decided to turn Bobby Lashley heel on Rey Mysterio in fucking Bobby Lashley's hometown.
Yeah.
They turned him on heel on Rey Mysterio, right? Which, you know, but they did it in Denver, which is where he's from. I remember I was cheering for him that night. That wasn't even me. That wasn't even me disliking Rey Mysterio because he's goated, you know. But anyways, I totally digress. I'm happy Bobby and Lashley are getting a match. The fact that Gable is in the Battle Royale and Karrion Kross has a full-on match is very unfortunate, I will say.
And the fact that Scarlett Bordeaux is there after what she did to Trent.
Wow.
Who don't know, that's a deep cut.
I remember. Yeah, no, yeah. I remember
Trent.
watching that video and thinking, God, I wish that were me. Anyways, yeah,
this better be a Street Profits win.
Yeah, there's just like Triple H, they keep trying to make Karrion Kross, and I mean, shout out to Paul Ellering, he's cool. But yeah, Authors of Pain and Karrion Kross, respectfully, I mean this no personally, they are 3 blokes who do fuck all.
Amen.
So Profits and Bobby should win this match, and I hope
make it fun. Make it fun.
Yeah.
Do what you can. Elsia, what do you think?
I'm going to try to sugarcoat this because, as I'm sure we all agree, I'm big fan of Bobby, big fan of the Street Profits. Love the Pride overall. Awesome. They could have found something else for these guys to do because, respectfully,
more entertaining.
Like combining Karrion Kross and both big members of the Authors of Pain. I've never felt one single thing looking at them. They blow, they suck. The Authors of Pain are just there to look big and menacing, and you know, Paul Ellering's cool. He can backpack him a little. Karrion Kross,
not a fan.
He doesn't even look intimidating. At least the Authors of Pain do that right.
The Karrion Kross is a NXT Performance Center merchant. He did, his entrance is badass. I will give Karrion Kross that. he is great until they ring the bell. He's the definition of he is great until they ring the bell.
I'm just glad they made this a street fight so we can at least get some weapons and cool moments, cause this is gonna blow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be terrible. I hope Bobby can carry Karrion Kross and the Street Profits. You know, AOP's fine in the ring, I guess. They have their, the classic bumbling giant style. They just do big things that look like they hurt and not much else. Hopefully the Pride win. I'm about 50-50. I don't know what Triple H is thinking, but the Pride should win.
Christian?
I'm gonna keep this nice and short. As you said, Caleb, I don't really care too much about this match, honestly. Like, I like Bobby Lashley, I like Street Profits. I'm hoping for them to win. I think it'll be an entertaining match overall, just because it's the street fight. But it could go either way for me, honestly.
This podcast is certified big Bobby Lashley fans. We're all cheering for Big Bob. Let's not waste any more time on this one. Let's get to what I think could be fun. This is gonna be fun. LA Knight. Yeah. Going on. Taking on AJ Styles. This build up's been fun. I wish that they interacted more with each other. I wish we got a little bit more of that, a little bit longer. But either way, this is gonna be fun. These guys, they're building up some really good heat. This is gonna be a heater. I truly believe. Personally, big LA Knight guy, huge LA Knight guy. That's my guy. That's the man. Hope he wins. Not a big AJ Styles fan. Just don't love the aesthetic. But I wasn't there for the Prime days, so I admit that I'm a little bit ignorant here. Christian, haven't started with you in a little bit. Let's go to you.
So obviously, big LA Knight guy too. You know that, but I can see this match going either way. Honestly, they've had a really good feud going on since before the Royal Rumble. It's been really entertaining. LA Knight going over to fucking AJ Styles' house, beating the shit out of him. That was really cool. That was really fun to see. I feel like we haven't seen that in a long time in WWE. But obviously, I just started watching like a year and a half ago again. So I don't know. I might be wrong. They're both really good in the ring. They're both really entertaining. It could go either way for me. It's a good feud, but ultimately, I see LA Knight taking the win.
Yeah, Elsio.
Yeah.
Let me, keep things simple here. LA Knight wins. AJ doesn't need the moment.
LA doesn't need the
AJ's
moment
their
either.
guy.
LA needs the moment. LA can use a huge WrestleMania.
LA's been over
LA Knight
for a
needs the
while.
moment.
He needs a win. He has not won a big match in a while. He really needs this win.
That's fair.
AJ is their guy that's kind of reliable, right? He's there to put on a good match. LA Knight's over, and they had to feed him to Roman, of course.
He should have won
LA
that match, by the way.
Knight's been over. He's gotten some rubs. He's over.
He's losing a little bit of momentum though, and he could use that big WrestleMania win.
They didn't strap that rocket to him. He hasn't won a world title or hell, even a mid card title. A win over AJ Styles will definitely help. If he doesn't win, I won't say what I'm gonna do because I don't want the pod taken down for terroristic threats.
Ew.
BR, let's go to you.
Yeah, I mean, I also am a big LA Knight fan. He very much needs this win, and AJ, he's the vet. He's there to. I don't want to say young talent because LA Knight's almost 40. He's there to 40. Well, regardless, he's not young. Is my point.
He's old.
Anyways, he needs AJ. He's kind of turning into the guy who can put on a good match, get people they want over. His time as a top guy has kind of passed. LA Knight badly needs this win. It would be really, really dumb to have him not win clean in this match.
Let we're all in unison that screw the soccer mom.
All right, this podcast knows whose game it is, with everybody saying LA Knight. Yeah.
My roommates hate
Amen.
me right now.
Amen. All right. Next
Why
match.
is she
The
screaming?
United States Championship triple threat.
Oh,
Logan
This is
Paul
gonna be
defending
a
against
fire.
Randy Orton and Kevin
Oh.
Owens. RKO and KO. It's been a dynamic I've enjoyed watching.
Good.
They're fun. They're fun. They're a lot of fun. Just the attitude and everything. Obviously, I think the match should start out with Randy and KO.
Yeah.
Oh, this match is gonna fucking cook, dude.
But BR, I'll go right to you. What do you think about this?
This is going to be a lot of fun. They're both, all three of them are really good. Logan Paul, as much as I detest him outside of wrestling, he's damn good at what he does. He's going to put on a good.
Oh yeah.
He really is a near perfect sports entertainer. He's an elite sports entertainer. Not necessarily pro wrestling because his promo isn't good, but he is very entertaining. He's very good at what they want him to do. Kevin Owens is a dog. He never puts out stinkers. It's going to be good. And Randy Orton is Randy Orton. If you're tuning in, you probably know who he is or what about. It's going to be a fun match. It's going to be a good time. I think Logan Paul loses, although I'm not sure who he loses to.
I guess I'll deliver. I think Logan Paul retains. I do.
Yeah, it's possible.
Do you change your mind on that?
Did I change my mind on it?
Yeah, I thought you were saying Logan was gonna lose.
No, that wasn't me. No, might have been Trent.
Maybe.
I just don't get the vibe that Randy and KO are here to beat Logan Paul. It's just, I don't know, one of those gut feelings. It doesn't feel like they're setting up a title change, but this is low confidence. This is a low confidence take. I'm not as confident as I am with Gunther. But I don't know. It's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be fun seeing either Randy, RKO, Kevin Owens right from the top. Or it'll be fun to see Randy and KO go and beat the crap out of Logan to start it off.
They need to do a spot where Logan goes to hit the buckshot and rolls right into an RKO.
No, that'd be fantastic.
That'd be awesome.
Have I gone? So we just went. I didn't ask Elsio or Christian yet, right?
Right.
Correct.
Okay, Christian, go.
It's really hard. This is a really, really tough question for me. Logan Paul, I love him as a fucking heel. He's really good at what he does, I think, personally. But honestly, I think Logan retains as well as you, Caleb. I think he'll retain because, as everybody knows, he's a dirty fighter. He'll fucking pull out the brass knuckles. Boom, boom, maybe, something like that. I don't see KO or Randy really needing the US championship because Logan himself right now, he is elevating. I feel like personally, he's elevating the US championship heavily right now with how he is, with his promos, with his, fighting in general, and with how active he is in WWE right now. Like, he's a full-time wrestler right now. He's not a part-timer. He's not like our tribal chief. He's doing really good in the WWE right now. And I think he deserves to hold on to that title for as long as he can before losing it.
To LA Knight.
Got a lot of heat right now. LA Knight, yeah, exactly. I want him to see lose to the LA Knight. I've been hoping for that match, but we got AJ Styles and LA Knight, so that kind of fucked that over.
Elsio.
Yeah, I was hoping for a little more disagreement here, but I think Logan retains too. And
Damn, BR is the only one out in the ship.
I just want to shout out the line about the tribal chief because you've hit hard times. When an influencer is more of a full-time wrestler than your tribal chief.
The Rock has been showing up. The Raw does WWE more recently.
Literally, The Rock is more of a full-timer than Roman is right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
fucking 50-year-old man.
You could argue it would be nice to give Randy a title because, he was out for a while. He's recently been back. He's been awesome. He's jacked. But
can I make a comment on that?
What's up?
I think, yes, I agree with you. With Randy should get a title. I just don't think it should be the US title.
I agree.
The US title is too irrelevant for fucking Randy Orton.
I think he's above it too.
Yeah,
But
Why
you
is
so
think
much more
Randy's
above
gonna
it.
go and
Levels above
challenge?
US.
You think
Drew,
Randy's gonna go and
maybe.
beat Drew or go and fight Cody?
Me,
Yeah,
I don't
I think he
so.
could
Well,
fight.
I'll
I think he
cook
could
up
fight
my
Cody.
He could
I'll
fight
cook up
Cody.
my Drew thoughts after we get to that. But yeah, Logan wins. He does a lot for the title. Like even having it like on his streams or his rails or whatever he does with his
Yeah.
prime,
Yeah, it's
his
podcasting too.
sunglasses, talking about like I'll do what I want in this company. Whatever Japanese he speaks, it gets eyes on the product.
Logan's good for the U.S. title right
And
now. It's actually making it
and
putting
I
something
think
to it, unlike Austin Theory.
and I think again, this kind of goes with the theme that I've been stressing through my picks the entire show. This is a slim pickings for heels going to win,
Yeah.
and I got to take those opportunities when I see them because I don't think there's very many. So go that. Let's continue. Another one where I can't see the heel winning. Io Sky and Bailey for the women's championship over there. I think Bailey's locked and loaded. The build has been crazy. The fans need it. They want it. I cannot see a world where Bailey doesn't win this title. I
100%.
don't. I can't see it. Does anybody disagree? Show of hands, and I'll let you speak. BR disagrees. Okay, BR, let's kick it to you.
This has the vibe to me like Cody last year, where the babyface wins the Rumble, gets their big moment, and at the end is going to get screwed. Damage Control, it's just a gut feeling I have.
You don't think Damage Control's over?
No, I don't. I think that Dakota specifically will be the one to cost Bailey the match, and I would have Bailey win, but I just have a gut feeling that they're gonna have Bailey get screwed over. Maybe not wait the full year like Cody, but they'll run it back sometime down the road. They'll keep it going and they'll run it back sometime down the road, and will Bailey get her win then? But yeah, I just have that
purple.
I could see that being a SummerSlam match.
Yeah, I could see her Bailey winning it at SummerSlam or whatever. I just have that feeling that it's not. I think, especially with how Triple H likes to have the baby faces, have a step back. He's done that a lot. I just have that feeling that Io is going to win.
I feel like Triple H does that a little bit too much. Not gonna lie. Babyface having a step back.
I mean, yeah,
I
can't disagree, but that I'm not necessarily saying Io should win, but I just think she will.
Elsio, you chirped up right after. What do you think?
I'm a lot less certain of this match after what BR said because I thought
BR
there's
spoke
no
some
way
gospel.
Bailey loses. I'm almost leaning to the fact that Io Sky's probably gonna win now. Yeah, I mean, what he said, it's good points. Like, no one thought Cody was gonna lose last year, right? I certainly did, and then he did. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the few matches where I was like, oh wow, I was seriously wrong on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Christian?
Oh, I'm in the same boat as BR. He has some really good points on that.
So. I had everybody on my team. Then BR said one word.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I don't really see much more coming out of it if Bailey does win at WrestleMania. Like, I feel like it'll kind of just die out pretty quickly, especially since it's really not a huge match right now. Like, I feel like
disagree on it being a huge match.
Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley is more out there, and I think it's kind of weird how they have that on night one, and Bailey versus Io Sky on night two. But like
well, you don't want to stack the card totally on night two. You want people to pay attention to night one.
That's fair. That is fair. I didn't really consider that, but like I don't know. I feel like that should be a night one fight because of how little people have been paying attention to that. Like, I'm not saying that like nobody's paid attention to it. People have been, but not as much as Rhea versus Becky. But that's just my view on it.
I do just want to say, like, no disrespect to Becky or Rhea, two big favorites of mine. Io
Love
versus
you, mommy.
Bailey sneakily could be a lot more exciting in ring though once you get
Yeah.
into the
I think it
main.
will be more exciting in ring because Becky's been like trying with the whole thing with damage control, trying to make sure everything's running smoothly, but she kept fucking up. I think it's really good because Bailey was trying in damage control, but kept screwing up as I just said.
Yeah, except you
Makes
said Becky,
sense.
and we were all confused.
Did I say Becky? My
You
bad.
did.
My
Yeah.
bad. My bad. Bailey.
We're all like, "What is blood waffling about?"
Bailey. My bad. Yeah. I think it'll be a good match, but it's honestly doesn't have quite the buildup for a night 2 match. That's where I'm really at. But I do think that
Well, again, we
this
don't
guy
want to stack the card
retain.
night two. We
Yeah.
need to spread it out. And again, I think this match deserved a lot
That's
more hype than it got.
that's
That's why
another
Gunther and
reason why
Sammy on night 1 as well.
that's another reason why Karrion Cross is on night 2 to kind of drag down night 2 a little, so night 1's not left behind.
I feel like regardless, it doesn't really matter on night 1, night 2. Night 2 is always going to have more attention because that's when both main events are. You got Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, which is a decent build-up, but that's for later. And then you also have Roman versus Cody, which everybody knows that has been building up for a while now.
So
no matter what,
as
night
far as
2
this
is
match
gonna
goes, BR, you did make some
almost
convincing
better.
points.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick to my guns, and I'm gonna hope that my gut feeling is right because I don't
Oh
the
no.
guy.
I just want free hugs Bailey back.
Bailey.
I want Bailey to win too.
I think we all
No.
want Bailey to win,
Yeah,
but you
I
spoke
want-
you,
I
you spoke
want-
some facts.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want Bailey to win. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Up next, Elsio, I'm gonna kick it right to you again. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre.
Seth needs to lose.
You can speak the eulogy first. I'll let you eulogize this Seth Rollins' career for the next 6 months.
Yeah, Seth needs to lose. It's simple. It's easy. Like, if Seth doesn't lose, that's insane. Like, his spine's gonna be dust by the time you get the backlash if you don't get this title off of him and give him some time off, and you'll have the benefit of a fresh champion, right? Whoever Drew faces, it'll be his first time. It's not like, oh, Drew McIntyre versus, I don't know, throw a name, Shinsuke Nakamura. We've seen that feud for the title before. I mean, you can build someone up, pair him with someone, hold off until you can get CM Punk or Seth Rollins, or if you want to get really spicy, both back and have that big money feud.
Yeah, but
Man,
Drew versus Punk versus Seth. That's a Mania main event match. I doubt they would do that. No, I think I think they're gonna maybe not necessarily have him win, but I think they're gonna try and build Sammy back up to at least give him a match with Drew. Maybe that's the match at Clash in the Castle, Sammy versus Drew.
I think Punk versus Drew at SummerSlam. If Punk,
families,
that could be a lock.
I think that would be families.
That could be a lock.
Because I mean, I think it's genius by Triple H, because I doubt this was the original plan. Like, the original plan was definitely have Punk win the Elimination Chamber match. Punk and Seth at Mania. Punk probably wins. Punk gets injured and Drew comes out and he's like, I prayed for this to happen. God answered me. I'm so thankful that, like, your body's collapsing in on you. You suck. I hope you die. Whatever. And Punk's going to be on commentary, so that's going to be awesome, especially when Drew wins. Yeah, I mean, Seth has to lose. Like, if Seth doesn't lose, that's crazy.
Especially after maybe being the guy who takes the pin on night 1.
Yeah, I mean, Seth's gonna have to take 2 L's on Mania weekend. It's sad, but it's gotta happen, in my opinion.
BR, I'm gonna kick it to you. This is your moment. CM Punk is on commentary. I'll let you take that ball and run with it as far as you possibly can, as far as CM Punk propaganda.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame. It really is a shame because there in the Punk interview with Ariel Helwani, he did confirm that the plan before he got hurt was Seth versus him night one main event. Yeah, so I mean, it's gonna be fun to have him on commentary. This match probably needs to. I would have this match be basically a remix of Redacted versus John Cena, SummerSlam 2014. It like a glorified.
Oh yeah, I had to
squash.
think about who was Redacted. My least favorite match of all time, by the way, as a Cena fan.
Yeah, I imagine. But well, my thinking is Seth Rollins is infinitely better as a heel than a face. If I was booking it, I'd have Seth take the pin on night one, and I'd have him get borderline squashed, and then have him take time off, use that time to make him bitter, and then have him come back when he's healed up from his injuries. Have him come back as a heel. I think Seth Rollins is infinitely more interesting as a heel than a face. Like
Born to be a heel.
I'm sorry, Elsio, but this Seth Rollins title reign after SummerSlam, it just got boring. It's been pretty boring.
Some could argue he probably should have lost it to Shinsuke or got cashed
He
in
should
on
have
at
lost.
some point.
He should have lost it to Finn at SummerSlam. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, Drew needs to look like a true heel. He just needs to beat the absolute piss out of Seth and just give, borderline, give him a reason to take time off. And I would have him kill him to the point where not literally kill him, many people are saying, but like have him beat his ass to the point where Seth is unable to help Cody in the end game main event.
And we have some ideas on who could be there. The end game event we'll get to in a little bit. Christian, are you gonna try to spin some story where Seth Rollins is able to keep this title for LCS?
No. I'm on Drew. I hope Drew. I think Drew's gonna win. I'd like for Seth to win, but yeah, Seth needs some time off so he can heal because obviously. And plus, doesn't Seth also have a movie coming out with Marvel?
Maybe.
Is he acting in one of the movies with Marvel?
I thought that already finished up.
Did it finish up? I don't know.
I believe
I'm not
so.
really up to date with Marvel movies after fucking Endgame.
Neither am I. But, so I could be totally. I'm not a movie person at all, especially Marvel. So I could be wrong. If my memory is correct, I believe that was finished up a while ago.
It might be. I don't know. But I mean, to be fair, what was it? Last week's Raw, they've been building, or for a while, since Royal Rumble, they've been building this like little feud between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk more than they built a CM Punk and Seth Rollins. I think that with that little feud happening, I think it's more likely for Drew to win the title. And then when CM Punk's ready to go again, he's going to go after Drew for the title because, CM Punk wants the championship.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't make sense for them building the feud with Drew McIntyre with CM Punk.
Punk might not win the feud the first round.
He might not win the first round, but they still got that.
I think they're going to want to save him to have that WrestleMania moment that he waited a decade for.
Yeah, you got to stretch it out for that. Like maybe even throw Seth in.
Maybe you have Seth return from his time off at SummerSlam to cost Punk the title, and that's his heel turn.
Ooh,
that's a good. That's good. Oh my god, BR is going off tonight. Holy
BR is cooking. BR always cooks. BR has never missed.
That's a bit generous. I'm sure
nobody
missed.
I swear to God, we were talking about this before you came on, BR. Nobody has a bad thing to say about you ever, and you always have something good to say. And whether that's about other people, whether that's about this show that we're talking about right now, you have just been on one A1.
Thank you.
As far as this match goes, I'm 100% with you. I would not be opposed to Seth Rollins getting squashed here. Elsio might be hurt to watch him be not really all that competitive. But they need to build it like he is gassed, he is tired, he is hurt, he is pissed.
Yeah.
And he works with fucking children.
Yes. Yeah, I would not be opposed to Drew McIntyre just bullying him and then setting up a really angry return down the line. I think that's the best move for you. So
overall, I think it's going to be a great match.
Yeah, if it's
It'll be
it's
great in
competitive.
the sense of we didn't see that. We did not foresee Seth Rollins getting his ass whooped.
All right, but
Yeah.
this podcast, we all foresee Seth getting his
Yeah.
ass whooped.
Not in the fashion that Drew should do it. If this is competitive, I'll be a little disappointed. Truly, I'll be a little disappointed.
I think you could have it like where redacted versus Cena, where Cena got some offense. People forget about it, but Cena did get some offense in. So like basically have him have moments of comebacks, and then he just gets squashed again.
When he goes
Like, have
to
him,
curb stomp, his knee gives out.
yeah, like have him basically where he tries to get back into the match. He just is physically incapable of it, and Drew is not in the mood to have mercy on him, and just puts him down for a while.
Mercy kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Goodness
I
gracious.
think this
Thanks for
should
that.
largely be a not competitive match.
Lord, Jokic had 42 and 16.
Attaboy. Yep, that game just about over. Yep, there it goes.
Maybe with
Um,
Brock bringing back the whole
Did you
what's it
just
called?
say somebody's name
I
that
said
you
The
shouldn't
Rock.
have? Say it again.
The Rock.
Okay, I thought you said redacted.
No,
No.
no.
About to
Don't
say
fuck with that guy.
you can say all the heinous stuff that you want. You cannot say that name, and you cannot say his boss. You cannot say the
His
man
boss
who
ain't
chose
there
Drew
anymore.
McIntyre. Let's get to the main event here, the big one, the big one. And as we established, this has got to be Bloodline Rules. This has got to Christian. Shut up.
Sorry, I'm done.
Driving me insane.
Sorry, fuck.
Lost my train of thought. Rock. No, not Rock. Tribal Chief.
Roman.
Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes coming off of L. Looking at probably the most daunting task of his career, trying to get to finish his story here with the circumstances. He's gonna be going in. He's a sheep going into the slaughter. Who do I want to kick off this one here? This is a. I want to say BR for last because he's cooking. Elsio.
Okay.
How do you want this to go down? What is it?
I'm gonna try to keep my composure talking this. Wrestling is really easy sometimes, like supremely easy. I could book this match with my eyes closed and my thumbs up my ass. Easy, easy. There's no world where this match is just a straight one-on-one, no bloodline rules, because that destroys the moment, destroys the credibility, makes it less cool, makes it
Yeah.
okay, it's awesome, cool, yeah. There's no way Cody loses. If Cody lost, and I'm saying this as someone that watched Mae Young birth a hand, I'm saying this as someone that watched Katie Vick, I'm saying this as someone that watched Booker T lose to a guy that basically fell just short of calling him the N-word for a month straight. This would be the worst decision in wrestling history. It might kill the company. I don't know about that, but it would hurt Cody's momentum, and I don't know how you hurt that momentum. He's more over than Cena was at his peak. Because Cody fans are going to give up. We're not doing this song and dance for another year so Roman can chase the third longest reign ever, not first, not second,
Not so.
third. Who cares? Who cares about Hogan's record? This is the moment. Cody wins. The bloodline interferes, of course. You hear that, I don't know what instrument it is, but it's John
Trumpet.
Cena. It's Stone Cold. The glass breaks. They help Cody out. Cody wins. They hold his hands up like this is the new Stone Cold. This is the new John Cena. This is the face of the WWE. Easy, simple. Even I can do it.
I was really a big fan of Elsio going to the well, bringing out Mae Young birth in her hand to talk about the worst things WWE's ever done. Christian.
I agree with Elsio completely, but I don't think John Cena's going to come on, to be honest.
Ooh. You're
I'm
not
really
fine.
hoping for a Stone Cold. I'm so excited to hear that glass shatter. I'm gonna be honest. Cody's gonna win 100. I'm really hoping Cody's gonna win 100% all the way. I'm tired of Roman. I don't fucking care about his fucking bloodline or this dude only has won for like the past how long because of Solo. I'm gonna be honest. Solo has been carrying Roman's fucking career for a long fucking time, and I'm sick of it. I want Solo. I hate Solo Sikoa. I'm gonna be honest. Roman Reigns acknowledge the tribal chief real quick. Everybody, come on, let's go. Elsio, you too, you fucker. There you go. Roman Reigns, I'm sure he'd be great, but I don't see him holding on to this championship much longer, especially with this feud, especially with The Rock doing what it did to Cody last week on Raw.
And probably what he's going to do at this bloodline match.
Oh, 100%. He's going to make him bleed. I think Rock's going to make him bleed 100%, but I just don't see Cody losing regardless of that.
But you said no John Cena.
I don't think there's going to be a John Cena.
Why?
Because he got embarrassed, dude.
Do you think it's just Stone Cold and Jay?
Embarrassed John Cena.
Solo
embarrassed John Cena. 13 fucking spikes, dude.
So why?
I just don't see John Cena.
But Cena had offense that match. He wasn't buried.
Yeah,
he wasn't buried. He made Solo look amazing.
While looking amazing himself, he just got spiked 13 times. What do you want to do?
He got spiked 13 times.
How is that embarrassing?
13 times.
How is that embarrassing?
Ate that shit.
If it's not Cena, though, who is it besides Stone Cold? Like Stone Cold and Jey Uso would just be a really weird aesthetic.
It really would be. I don't know.
Sami Zayn makes
Cody has made a lot of alliances over this past year.
Goldust.
He's got KO. He's got Sammy. He's got fucking Jey Uso. He's got
Goldust. Forbidden Door. Goldust.
Oh, you think Goldust is gonna make a return at WrestleMania?
I like BR's proposition of Sami Zayn though.
Batista
out of those.
Batista's not coming back.
Batista. That doesn't make any sense.
No. I mean, sure WWE like back at Royal Rumble, WWE was like promoting Batista a whole bunch, but I don't think he's gonna make a return at WrestleMania. Nobody cares about Batista anymore. This dude's a fucking Guardian.
We care about him as a movie star.
Okay, I don't know.
Respect Big Dave.
Yeah, I like Batista. Don't get me wrong. I like Batista. I just don't see him coming back at WrestleMania. That's kind of far-fetched.
I'm just throwing his name out there. I didn't expect you to shit on Dave.
Well, I'm gonna shit on him.
Sad.
Sorry. Last time he was good was years and years ago, before Shield time. I mean, before his evolution thing.
You're a shame. You're a shame. BR saved this. Save this moment.
Yeah, I can be ashamed all you want, but I'm speaking the fucking facts right now.
No, but BR's about to lay the gospel on your candy ass. So shut up and enjoy the ride BR's about to take you on.
Let's go, BR.
Anyways, John Cena said he's available WrestleMania weekend. He's good, Caleb, apologies. Christian made a point about, Cena getting like 13 times from Solo. So it would make sense to John Cena to return to get his lick back on Solo.
Yeah, I guess.
He's already said he's available Mania weekend. I think he's going to be there. I think Sammy, Jay. I don't think Seth is going to help him.
Yeah, I don't think so either. He's gonna.
Anyways, but I'm not saying this could happen, but if we really, really just want to go from all the ghosts of Roman's entire past, even before the Tribal Chief era, it would be cool to hear the dong. Undertaker pops in, tombstone someone, lights go out, he leaves.
Can Undertaker even lift anybody these days?
If they help, I'm sure.
I mean, yeah. Well, no, he literally just
a group last ride.
Lights go out. He comes in, tombstones someone, just leaves. Do a cameo. But yeah, Jimmy Uso or something. Paul Heyman, you're eating a tombstone.
Paul Heyman eats a tombstone.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Anyways, if the night one main event is Infinity War, this is going to be the end game. The Code Avengers are coming here. This is going to be the ultimate war of WWE versus the Bloodline. And there just is absolutely no world where Cody should lose this match. Like, what if Roman Reigns wins? What do you do? Like, Rock versus Roman? That doesn't need a title. That doesn't need a title. So no,
as we pitched it earlier, you can do Rock versus Roman at SummerSlam because I gave you every opportunity to win and you didn't do it. So now I gotta whoop your Katie ass.
That would be a WrestleMania. That would be a WrestleMania match. Rock versus Roman.
They would keep that receipt for a year.
Oh yeah.
They could do
that. Rock is going to film another movie right after Mania.
So Jesus! I don't need another Rock movie.
Yeah, Rock's a part-timer. You didn't know that?
No, I just want Rock to retire from movies.
I do too.
Jumanji's the only thing I've seen him in that I've really liked in the last decade.
Yeah, no.
His last good movie before that was Tooth Fairy.
I need Seth Rollins to come out night one in some Tooth Fairy gear just to mess with the Rock.
Yeah, but yeah, no. This match is gonna be prime Attitude Era overbooked fuckery in the best way. Like, in the best way, it's gonna be a bunch of overbooked bullshit. Just, you're gonna have constant interference. You're gonna have constant people come and save. Like, start out with Jay coming out to stop Jimmy. Roman's coming out. I mean, Roman's coming. Anyways, Sammy coming out for.
A lot of people are coming. BR, are you good?
Apologies. I guess my brain decided to lock up for a second.
They're all gonna come, right?
Bro's like me with Rhea Ripley right now.
They're gonna come 4 tires with Sunoco fuel.
They're all gonna come.
Cena's probably gonna be there. The scene where the Rock is about to hit the people's elbow on Cody. He goes over the ropes to like the bounce off the. You know how the Rock bounces over the ropes? Bounce off the ropes where he's facing the stage, and he's about to hit it. Glass shatter. Yeah, that's gonna end up on the side.
He comes out on the ATV.
Yeah, that's gonna be the loudest pop in the history of wrestling. 60,000. Yeah. No. This match needs to win with Cody hitting. Also, they need to hit the spot where they need to do the finish of last year, but Cody kicks out this time.
Solo spiking him.
Yeah, so he's about two crossroads on Roman. Solo, he's going for the third. Solo spikes him. It's the spike. Roman spear. 1, 2, kick out. So yeah, if you want like just pure grappling and pure wrestling, this isn't going to be great.
This is going to be for the fans. This is going to be
this is going to be a soap opera. And if Cody wins, which we're
99% sure, as opposed to 90% last year.
What if?
Yeah, when Cody wins, Mania 40 needs to end with Cena and Austin carrying Cody on their shoulders out of the arena.
Let me ask a question for y'all. If for some ungodly reason Triple H lost every brain cell when Roman won, the show's in Philly, what percentage chance would you give that a Bloodline member is either killed or seriously injured in the
Somebody's throwing batteries?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, with Charity, Philadelphia is gonna riot if
there would be violence.
Yeah, there would be riots if.
I think someone would die. I truly believe that 100%. Someone
Don't project
would die.
that.
No, I'm not projecting it. I'm believing it.
Here's my take.
No.
Here's my take. Here's what we're gonna do. This is how it's gonna go down. All right. Everything BR just said. It is going to be magic. It is going to be the most overproduced, chaotic mess. But we're all gonna love it. We're all gonna be here for it. Lots of pops, lots of yelling. Every apartment along the United States is going to be yelling when they hear Cena's music hit. They're going to be yelling when they see Steve Austin's music hit. They're going to be yelling when Cody kicks out of every single move because he's just unwilling to lose. Beating all the odds. It's going to be a masterpiece. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be great.
It will be bar none the greatest moment in all of wrestling history. And if Roman won, it would be bar none the worst. It's either the best or the worst. There's no in between for this match.
Yeah, if Roman wins, I'm all elite, bro.
Yeah, we will not do another wrestling Beatsides ever again. Maybe we'll have to do some AEW previews.
We will be there. We will be there for Will Ospreay versus Bryan Danielson.
The Beatsides will be all elite.
Yes.
All right. Well, we knocked out about an hour and a half. I feel really good about that. BR, thanks for coming on. You killed it. Absolutely killed it.
Thank you. Thank you. I sincerely apologize to your grandmother. I did not realize that you. Yeah, sorry, Nana. I genuinely thought that was a joke, so I was joking too. So I sincerely apologize.
He promises to do better, but we're bringing BR back at some point. We will. We will. I'm trying to put a NASCAR show together eventually. You're going to be one of the first guys I talk to.
Alrighty.
Elsio, as usual, fantastic. Brought the energy, brought the fun, brought the deep cuts of bad WWE moments. Killed it. You'll be back. Christian, you're my little brother, so I can't say too much about you. You'll be back eventually.
I feel like I was kind of entertaining.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. You got some stage presence to work on, but we'll get there
eventually.
We'll get there as you keep on doing that. All right,
shut up.
WrestleMania preview done, said, booked it. Make sure you watch SmackDown on Friday. Make sure you watch the Patriots Beatcast that comes out on Friday. We will record that Thursday night. And thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, share around, and tune in to WrestleMania on Saturday and Sunday on Peacock. We will see you then.
Thanks for tuning in to this edition of the Foxboro Beatcast. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.